What's up, guys? Welcome back to the social cut. All right, man. So we're just tuning in. I'm gonna be doing the first chop it up session where we're gonna be doing just barber talk, man. We're in this whole quarantine thing right now, so we're gonna try this out. We'll bring some guests in, do some barbershop talk. Bringing some guests here on IG Live. I'll post it on my YouTube, repost it so you guys can check it out. All right, man. I think we got. Oh, what's up? What's up? All right. I think I'll start over in a bit. I got some guys tuning in right now. All right, guys. We're getting some guys coming in more. All right. So what's up, guys? Thank you guys for joining. I'm excited, man. We're gonna be doing the chop it up sessions. We're gonna bring in some cool people over here. I got the broski Marco. He's gonna be joining us today. We're gonna be doing barbershop talk. So make sure you guys have some questions. We got some cool stories. Hopefully you got some cool stories to tell you. If you guys, well, you know what? Let me bring him on now. And I'm not very good at this yet, so give me a second here. Let me get this guy in here. All right, hold on here. All right, here we go. Add it. All right. I got some eye. All right, let's wait for my guy to come in here. What's up, bro? Can you hear me? Technical difficulties?
No,
can you hear
me? I can hear you loud and clear.
What's up, bro? All right, there we go. How you doing, man? Hey, your signal's it's stalling, bro. Are you good?
My signal? I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I think you can hear me. Okay. All right, cool. All right, man. So we got some people on here already. So we'll get some.
Is that better?
Yeah, you good? You good? Yeah, that's good. Where are you outside?
Okay. Yep.
Where are you outside?
Just to get out of the house, because I have a little bit of cabin fever and I just want to be outside. It's finally cool, so I'm figuring let me go outside and chill.
All right, so everybody, this is the broski Marco. If you guys don't know about him, he's a former head athletic trainer for the Lakers, right, bro?
Correct.
All right, man. So I guess I'll start off with just tell us the backstory, bro. I always have people who I guess I never really, not too many people. I wouldn't tell too many people because they would ask me for tickets.
Uh-huh.
And then I told everybody, I'm like, dude, he barely even give me tickets.
What are you talking about? You always had tickets. So,
kidding.
Yeah, no.
So tell us where it all began, bro. Back. So we're both from LA, so it's pretty cool that hometown guy working for the Lakers. So what's up, bro? Tell me where it happened. Back at the Pink House.
Yeah, back at the Pink House where we grew up. So I've always had a passion for medicine, so to speak. I knew I wanted to go into the medical field. I wasn't sure what area I wanted to kind of throw myself into. I went to Cal Poly Pomona, and I went to Cal Poly to become, initially I was a civil engineer major. Did that for about 1.5 years. Decided that I didn't like it, so I switched over back to medicine, and I decided to go into kinesiology and sports medicine.
I didn't know you went for engineering.
I went to Cal Poly initially for civil engineering.
All right, and then you switched?
Yeah, then I switched over to pre-med, to biology, and then eventually I switched over to kinesiology, and I finished off and graduated in kinesiology with the emphasis in sports medicine. And then I decided to kind of pursue my career in athletic training. And one thing when I was a student there, all the seniors, so to speak, always kind of told me, hey, you got to choose what field you want to go into, what level, stuff like that. I kind of decided to pursue my kind of the career in professional setting. So I had to do anything and everything I needed to do to try to get to the professional level. I first started working as an assistant athletic trainer with the LA Avengers. I don't know if many people know who or what the LA Avengers were.
Arena football?
Yep, it was arena football. I started with them.
Wait, so what was your first? So then, once you graduated from Cal Poly, like, what was your first gig?
So here's the thing. I worked with the Avengers as unofficial. There's assistant athletic trainer. The first year I hadn't graduated there yet, but they hired me on as their assistant athletic trainer mid-season. And then they offered me the official job the following year, but I still had to finish off school. So I hurried up, finished off school, got my license and whatnot. And then so my first job when I graduated from Cal Poly was assistant athletic trainer with the LA Avengers.
All right.
So I did that for 4 years, and then I decided, hey, I need to take the next step and become a head athletic trainer, whatever level. And that's when I had to go out to North Carolina to become the head trainer with an arena football team over there called the Carolina Cobras. Did that for 1 year. The team unfortunately folded. Came back to LA. Then became the head trainer with the LA Sparks, the WNBA. Back then, when I was there, Lisa Leslie was our starting center. We had Shabiko Holtzclaw. We had a lot of the great, some of the pioneers as far as women's basketball at the time. Did that for 3 years. Then moved up to the head trainer with the LA Defenders. They were called the LA Defenders then, the D-League team.
The D-League team, yeah.
The D-League team. Now I think they're called the South Bay Lakers. And then slowly a position opened up with the LA Lakers. I applied for it. They hired me on as their assistant athletic trainer. Did that for 8 seasons. I was lucky enough to join them the year that they lost against the not lucky, the year that we lost against the Boston Celtics. But then we won back-to-back championships against the Orlando Magic and the Boston Celtics. So I can't complain about that. I've been very lucky and blessed to be able to be involved in that during that time. Luckily enough, I do, because I was there and you're part of the team. I was able to have two NBA championship rings in my possession.
So wait, 2 rings with
2 rings, yeah. So it was the 08-09 season when we beat the Orlando Magic, and then the 09-10 season when we beat the Boston Celtics in Game 7 of the finals. Each year we got a ring, so I have one for each of those years. And then I had the opportunity to also work 2 All-Star games. In 2008 as the assistant athletic trainer for the Western Conference, and then in 2018 as a head athletic trainer for the Western Conference. Luckily enough, I was also able to get a ring for those 2 endeavors there. So I had 2 All-Star rings, 2 NBA championship rings. Then I moved on to becoming the head athletic trainer for the last 3 seasons.
That was one of the questions somebody had, was the rings. So where are the rings at?
Oh yeah, well the rings, I don't keep them at home.
You don't keep them at 566 North Dakota Street?
North Dakota Street in the city of
in the city of
yeah,
no.
The hidden key is located by the
that's not where you keep them? All right.
No.
That's good to know.
The crazy part is because they're valued so much. When I obviously I insurance.
Wait, you cutting out, bro. Say that again. You got cut out. You got cut out, bro. Can you say that again?
Recap.
Let's recap the recap. All right.
To recap, bottom line, don't have the rings at home because homeowners insurance is going to skyrocket, and basically I have them at a local bank just to keep them safe there. As far as me using them or having access to them, I rarely ever go get them. Occasionally, once in a while, I may do that, but it's like, I mean, it is rare that I go get them.
So when would you wear it, bro? Like, I mean, when you go to like grocery stores or like. When is a good time? When you want to flex on somebody, you just like bro with a ring?
With that, or when I'm going to go like get a pedicure or manicure or something like that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah? When you go to like a quinceañera, when you go to the quinceañera, she roll it with a ring?
I take it to the bautizo or first communion only.
So how many total rings do you have?
So 4 total, 2 NBA championship rings and 2 All-Star game rings.
Two championships. All right. See, he got 4. Hold on. When he goes to the someone says hey, I know. Why don't you wear when you come to the shop, bro?
I wear it next time and post to see who wants to come down.
See who wants to come down. See, look at this guy. So he has 4 rings, and all I get is a Wheaties box, bro.
Oh, where'd you get the Wheaties? Oh, no, you have more.
Hey, I swear, I thought I would have been the Wheaties box before you, bro.
On the Wheaties Box, yeah, that was what, the first year, right? That was the old.
Well, tell me more about this. Can you guys see him? Where are you at, bro? Hold on, where is he at?
Where am I?
All right.
There it is, right there. There he is.
So tell me about this Wheaties Box, bro.
No, I mean, we didn't know anything about the Wheaties Box or anybody. I don't think anybody knew about the Wheaties Box. It was kind of interesting. I think I have a couple of those saved up somewhere in my garage or something like that. But it was kind of cool, like, to be able to be on the Wheaties Box, be able to be part of that team when we won the whole thing, and that should be the 08-09, I guess, against the Orlando Magic.
Oh, hold on, let me show you something else, bro.
Uh-oh.
Look what else I have. What is this?
Is that the one? Yeah, the one with the Laker logo. That was the one thing that was it was kind of awesome to be part of the organization. what Dr. Buss used to give us wine bottles like that with the Laker logo on it for Christmas.
So he will give you guys like who will give you this?
Dr. Buss.
Oh, so he will give you the wine bottle?
Correct. So Dr. Buss for Christmas he would give all the employees a 12-pack of wine bottles from a variety of different wine companies with the Laker logo on it.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I got a couple questions people sent in here. So hey guys, if you guys have some questions, start throwing them on here. But let me see here. So I have some questions for you. Let's see. Let's see if you can answer these. So I know I get a lot of people who ask me who want to know about like the Kobe stuff, like the Kobe workouts. So are all the Kobe stories true? Like where I heard one time where he was shooting a free throw and a photographer took a picture of him and he missed the free throw because it hit his eyes, the light. So he practiced like for a whole week. He would go outside and look at the sun so that way it wouldn't disturb his eyes. Is that true?
I don't know if that story itself was true, but would not surprise me. So the interesting thing about Kobe is that he didn't sway away from any challenges whatsoever. He, it was so weird that when he was on the court, his demeanor, his face, his kind of almost blocking anything and everything out. I mean, you could be right behind him and yelling at him, Kobe, 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 and he wouldn't even blink. He wouldn't even turn around. I don't know. I was there. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that clip with Kobe and Matt Barnes during the finals with Matt Barnes in Orlando Magic when he kind of throws the ball and kind of shakes.
Oh yeah, so what's the deal with that? Is it true? So, was he really? I think he wasn't even looking at the ball. Was he actually looking?
No. The funny part about it is that I think he did it when it happened. It was on our side of the bench, and I was there and I saw it like right when it happened. I was like, oh dang. Even myself. But that's just like the way he gets into this kind of like zone. Like everybody talks about like zone. You're in the zone type of thing. But that's what he would do. As soon as he stepped on the court, and the crazy thing about it is that a lot of people don't know how to be able to kind of shut it off and shut it down. When you're off the court, you do one thing, and then when they talk about kind of like separating business and pleasure. As soon as Kobe stepped on the court, it was all business. He had to take care of what he needed to take care of. As soon as he stepped off the court and he wasn't training, then that's when he decided to be able to kind of enjoy himself and do whatever he needed to do and whatever he wanted to do for fun. But he was one of those people that was able to separate business and pleasure. And I think at the same time, maybe that's one of the things that a lot of people didn't like about him, that he never really he always had business on the court. I remember when we had Dwight Howard, that was one of the issues with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is one of the greatest guys, nicest guys in the world, but he was always kind of happy to get going type of thing. And I know there's.
Is that why when they were calling him soft? Well, he called him soft, no?
I think Dwight might have said something like that or something like that. I don't recall, but he was. I mean, Kobe was always everything. As far as on the court, it was about business and winning championships, and that's the one thing that he brought on the court, and that's the one thing that he expected everybody else that was around him to have the same attitude. It doesn't matter whether you're with his teammate, doesn't matter whether you were the coach, doesn't matter whether you were the trainer, the strength coach, the water boy, the top guy, even the red coach, even the security guards at Staples Center. He expected everything. As soon as when there was a Laker game going on, everybody had to bring their A game no matter what.
Yeah. All right, so let me see.
Good.
So somebody said here, so do you have, can you share a favorite Kobe memory? Like you personally, maybe a Kobe memory, or just I don't know. I guess in general, I don't know.
Okay, so I'll tell you a story or an example of what like Kobe did. And this is one of the sayings that he told me like right off the beginning. And my very first year, and it might have been my very first road game with him that we were kind of working with. So our strength coach Tim DiFrancesco, and we had he had called us up and told us a story about. That he needed kind of a cold tub to kind of work out. We were in the city of Denver, right? So we're on the road.
He needed a what?
A cold tub. Because we landed. Cold tub, yeah. So we landed in Denver. He will go. So after we had practice in the morning, we landed in Denver, and then he goes and gets some more shots up, and then comes back. And this is already about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. or so. And their security guard calls us up and says, "Hey, Kobe needs a cold tub." And we're on the road, right? So we don't have access to our facility, and we're like, "Dude, where are we supposed to get a cold tub from now, right?" So Kobe gets on the phone, and our strength coach Tim DiFrancesco also was there, And Kobe gets on the phone, and you know, his words out of his mouth like, "Hey, I don't care how rough the waters are. Just tell me when the boat gets in." Boom, hangs up, done. But that was his mentality type of thing. So, you know, I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear what the roadblock is. Just do it, get the job done, and let's get to it. And that's the way he was also on the court. He didn't care whether we were down by 20. He didn't care if we were down by 10. He didn't care we were playing the number 1 team. He didn't care we were playing the 20th team, the 32nd team. Didn't really matter. His job was, let's just get the job done. Don't want excuses. Don't want to know that my ankle's bugging me. Don't want to know that I have a headache. Don't want to know that I stayed up. They don't want to know. It's like, hey, keep all the personal stuff away from here. It's all about business. Let's get our job done, and let's go.
All right. So then let's see here. Now, all right. So let me read you another. Hey, if you guys still have questions, just go ahead and put them on there. I'll read them out. But let me see. I got some questions that people sent earlier. All right. So I answered that one. All right. So now let's see. So now let's talk about the time you had. So what's the difference between, because you had a chance to work with LeBron too, right?
Yeah, I had a chance to work 1 year with LeBron.
With LeBron. All right. So tell us about, like, what do you see the difference? Who, like, LeBron versus Kobe? Where do you see similarities, like the differences? Or, you know, what's your take on that whole LeBron versus Kobe thing?
You know what? I don't have much to say about LeBron because I spent 1 year with him, and I know he had the groin injury issue that 1 year, so he didn't play many games on the court. The one thing I will tell you about Kobe is that if I had to do a draft and I needed one player to start off the bat with, like I said, I wasn't around Michael Jordan. I know everybody says Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and he probably is the GOAT, but seeing firsthand how Kobe operated and how he worked, I have to go with Kobe as the number 1 guy.
Even well, like you say, you didn't work with Jordan, but you would pick him over Jordan?
I mean, like I said, just because I have that personal relationship with him, and I knew him, and I was there, and I saw everything, like all the stuff that Michael Jordan did, and everything that they're showing on the videos, and I'm sure that all that's true. At the same time, just because I work with Kobe, and I kind of know who he is and what he is, I would probably take him slightly. And I'm talking about like millimeters in front of Michael. So it's one of those things.
All right, so let me see. I got a question from, let's see, who is that from? All right, Marco. I got one of my clients, Marco. All right, Marco, I'm going to read this question for you. So it says, why do you think Dwight Howard struggled so much when he first came to the Lakers?
You know what? I don't know. I think one of the things that was kind of interesting, though, because I know he was transitioning over from Orlando, and he was still kind of trying to find himself and see where he was going to fit. And I think it might have been just the wrong time and the wrong place for him to kind of come to the Lakers type of thing. I know he was at the last year of his contract with Orlando. He knew that at the end of the year with the Lakers, he was going to get, he was going to become a free agent. He's sure he was going to get a lot of money. So I'm sure that was kind of on his mind and in his head type of thing. As far as his struggles, I don't know why. Like I said, I think it was just the wrong time for him to come to the Lakers at that time.
All right. Now, were you there when you were there for Kobe Shaq, right?
I wasn't there for Kobe Shaq. I came in right after the Kobe Shaq.
So you came. So Shaq had just left, huh?
I think he had left a year before a year or 2 years when I arrived.
Oh, so do you have any? Can you say anything about that or no? The whole Shaq thing.
I wasn't there, so I don't know anything about that. It was based on that. All that stuff was just basically all the same rumors that I heard, just like everybody else.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me see here. So I have. So it says here. Let me see. How do you? All right. Let me read this one first. How do you guys, Marco and Steve, know each other? Oh, I just met this guy.
So Steve and I go way back. How old are you, Steve? 30, 38? No.
21.
21.
Yeah.
So Steve and I go way back to his birth. Basically, Steve is my young. Steve had, and then our relationship is that we have the same mom. So he's my brother.
So we go way back. Back to when we used to wrestle in the backyard, bro.
Dude, wrestle in the backyard, play flag football, play tag football on the street on Ellendale League.
On Ellendale Street, run into cars, break shit.
Correct.
All right, let's see. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to scroll through these questions. Well, all right. From Lord Zaveleta. All right, what? Yeah, I can't see because of the sky. What was the toughest thing about being a Laker?
The toughest thing about being a Laker?
All right, so is your schedule? I don't know. This is my. So do you work the same schedule as the players, or do you think like you would work more? Because I thought you work more than the players, I'm guessing, because you probably have to be there before and before they show up and after they leave, and you stay there after they leave, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, my schedule would be probably worse than the players. Assuming that the players either after they're done with practice, they kind of go home type of thing. So a typical game day for me, for example, let's say we're at home. My day would begin. I would get to the facility as early as 8 a.m. Treatments would start at about 10 a.m. If it's a shoot around, no, shoot around would be at 10 a.m. Treatments would begin at 9 a.m. I would be there from 8 a.m. to about 1 a.m. at the facility, and then from there I head over to Staples Center. I might have an hour to kill, and either take a nap. Usually, I'll go work out during that time, or do some paperwork. And then players start arriving as early as 3 o'clock, 3:30. We kind of keep going. Then the game's at 7:30. Game's over about 10 o'clock. Then we do post-game treatments, and I'll stay there and do some more administrative stuff. So normally I wouldn't leave Staples Center till about maybe midnight, the earliest, if I'm lucky. So my day would go from 8 a.m. to midnight straight with maybe 1 hour break in between.
All right. Let me see. Let me read another question for you. I don't know who this guy is. It says, hey, so I just said someone said, who's W12? It says, can you see the messages, Marco?
Yeah, I can see some. Let me
all right. Someone says, I go way back with you, Steve. We grew up down the street. Who's that?
W12. I don't know.
Who's W12? Does Marco know you too? I don't believe you. Well, we already said what street we grew up on.
Yeah. And then somebody asked, how do you feel on Kobe's last day when he played?
Oh, wait. Let me see. Where's that? How do you feel? That's Ceci or Juan.
Oh, Ceci. What's up, Ceci?
It says Ceci and Juan. All right. Wait. Who's William? You know who William? Who's William? Did you see that? Did you have a nickname? I don't think no one used a real name on the street.
Nobody used a real name. Everybody
William.
William.
I don't think I ever called anyone, hey, William. Anyways, all right. So Juan or Ceci, whoever that is, it says, how did you feel on Kobe's last day? Yeah, tell us. Did you cry?
I shed a tear. No, I was kidding.
Okay.
No, I mean, it was interesting. It was fun to be there. Obviously, very exciting. It was chaotic at the same time. Being on the court, see him kind of walk off for the last time, knowing that was his last game on the court. And then the crowd, the media inside. I actually stayed to the very. Normally I stay there to clean up and do everything else. So I stayed there. At the very last day, I actually have a picture, and I see if I can find it. So he came into the training room. He came and gave me a hug. Said thank you for everything. Patted me on the back, and lucky enough, one of our camera guys was there, and he took a couple of the snap pictures of him doing that, and he actually sent it over. So I still have it. And I kind of enjoyed it because it was kind of like a one-on-one goodbye that I had with him, training room type thing versus everybody else. At the end of the game, everybody was like, "Hey, good job, Kobe," and it was kind of chaotic stuff like that. But once he wind down, everything was done. It was kind of nice to be able to have an actual one-on-one. Hey, it was great. Thank you for everything. I thanked him for the help for the 2 rings, stuff like that. Because obviously without him and Pau and Metta and all the other guys involved, Luke, Lamar Odom, that group was a fun group, a great group. Andrew Bynum, Trevor Ariza. I mean, you can't forget Shannon Brown, even Jacob Powell. All those guys were great.
So by fun, when you mentioned Lamar Odom, what do you mean by that, bro?
Oh yeah, it's all the candy, all the Skittles. That's what I mean.
Wait a minute. I don't know who William is. Somebody said William is a guy in the car club. Remember Speed Habit? I do remember Speed Habit. That was our car club we were in. Anyways, so since you mentioned that, what's the deal with? So talk to me. Are you able to say anything about the whole? Did you notice Lamar Odom, his habits, or any different? Did you notice anything weird with him when he was playing?
No, I mean, I'll tell you what. Lamar Odom is probably one of the nicest, most genuine, down-to-earth guys that you ever meet. He's just chilled. He's just chilled. If he walks into a restaurant or a bar, he'll just sit. He'll sit down at the bar. He'll sit at the table. He'll sit down with everybody, buy drinks for everybody. Most likely, even probably buy everybody dinner or pay for everybody's check, type of thing. That was one of the great things about him. But at the same time, I think that might be one of the downsides to him, that he was so nice that I think a lot of people probably took advantage of him because of that. He up in, I think it was in Queens, in poverty. He brought a lot of his friends as part of his entourage type of thing. So he was, like I said, he was nice, genuine, easygoing. took care of people, and that was a great thing about him. But I think maybe that, you know, some may make the argument that that might be one of the downsides to him. That was too nice. That people, you know, kind of abused his niceness type of thing. But I don't know.
And what about Metta World Peace? Was he as crazy as the media portrays him?
Oh no, Metta's another guy. Metta, I love Metta. I still talk to Metta. I still call him Ron Artest every time I talk to him. I kind of feel weird to talk to him as Metta. Ron, same thing. Ron Artest, same thing. One of the nicest, down to earth guys. And you'd be surprised. He's actually he's very smart. He's one of the smartest guys you probably ever meet. He has a lot to say. He's very intellectual. The conversations are great with him. I think he's on Instagram. He's been going on live IGTV a lot lately. So if you guys tune into him, kind of follow him. He's very basketball smart. He has so much basketball information in his head that he kind of is able to kind of spit it out. But Metta or Ron is another one of the nicest, genuine guys you'll ever meet. If he walks into a bar, to a restaurant, same exact thing. He'll sit down with everybody, just shoot the breeze type of thing, just like he's like one of the people.
Nice. All right. So, any weird thing that you were able to collect before you left, like any cool memorabilia?
I think I have.
Like maybe you got an autographed Kobe underwear or something?
Some chonis, some tantarans, some Kobe autographed tantarans. No, I think I have from the championship. When we won the championship, I think from Boston, we had all the championship, the bottles. I was able to kind of I had one in my hand. I was ready to pop it open. But right before I popped it open, I was like, you know what? Let me hold on to this one. So I decided not to pop the bottle open and kind of keep it as my kind of memorabilia and for my personal being in there. And I figure, you know what? A lot of people, that's something you don't really see a lot as far as in the memorabilia, having the actual one of the champagne bottles that was actually in the room that was supposed to be utilized. So I kept it. Still has a cork.
Are you going to ever open it, or are you just going to keep it sealed?
I'm probably going to keep it sealed.
Well, bring it for my birthday, bro. We can open it.
We'll open it for your birthday. Celebrate. We'll get the Oakley goggles and everything, too. Shake it up.
There it is, bro. We'll replay here at the house, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, any last questions before before we get off of here? Make sure you guys put them in if you guys have any more questions. Marco, so now that your pro NBA career trainer thing is over, what's next for you, bro? What are you working on?
So the next thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open up a facility and also a website and an app. The one thing that I've realized is that, the professional athletes have some of the top care and advisors and athletic trainers, strength and conditioning coaches at their disposal, right? So they can do nutrition-wise, dietitians, strength coaches, athletic trainers, medical stuff, and whatnot. And it's easy for the professionals to do that. But everyday person does not have that. They don't have access to that, even just for something basic. I always get calls there, here and there, and oftentimes at least once a week. Hey, my son sprained his ankle. What should I do? Should I put ice? Should I put heat? What kind of ankle brace? What's the top ankle bracelet that he or she should wear so when they return to play, type of thing.
Right.
So my next step is try to create a website and app where people have access to me and be able to ask those questions, type of thing, and for me to be able to help them and just give them little tips and advice on what they should be doing for everyday stuff. Should they get a cold tub? A lot of times people see what the athletes have and they'll go ahead and spend all the money to try to gain access to the same thing. But a lot of times you don't really have to do that. There's a lot of little tricks that you can do on your own. And my goal is to try to help, the everyday person, the high school athletes, because you and I, when we were playing sports in high school, when you weren't playing sports in high school and you were at Salesian, at least back then, when I was there at Salesian, we had the Oyo, and I know when you played there, I think when you played there, did they have the Oyo or did they have
it was still there, the whole?
It was still there. Okay, well now they have a whole football field, so now they have a little bit access to a little better top quality stuff. But when I was there, it was all dirt. Our baseball practice was all on dirt.
I know. All right, let me answer this last question, and then I'll let you go here. So someone says, Langshan, what do you think about osteopathic medicine in athletics, specifically the physical therapy aspect?
The physical. So here's the one thing I've learned about just medicine in general, whether it's like Western medicine, whether it's Eastern medicine type of thing. Okay, there's athletic training or sports medicine is always based on what's called evidence-based practice. You have to show that it works. There has to be studies for it and stuff like that. Just like right now, what we're doing, like with the whole symptom with the coronavirus. one of the vaccines or the medication has to be proven that you can take it. You don't want to just take something willy-nilly and then keep your finger crossed and kind of go. But there are a lot of things out there like acupuncture, kinesio tape, stuff like that people do see some results. It doesn't hurt the individual. It may only help them. So as long as it doesn't hurt you and it's going to help you, I'm all for it. I'm always kind of open-minded. I'm always willing to try something new. As long as I know and I'm guaranteed that it's not going to hurt the individual, it's not going to hurt the athlete whatsoever. For example, we take kinesio tape. Have you guys ever seen those tape jobs that athletes wear on their shoulder? There's not much.
Like that little sticker thingy?
Yeah, those little sticker things.
So does that work or no?
Well, here's the thing. There's not much evidence that actually that it works. But if I put it in an athlete and the athlete says, hey, this makes me feel great, it makes me feel better, and it allows them to do what they need to do, why not? I know it's not going to hurt him. The only thing he's going to do is going to help him. So why not? I'm willing to do it, and I'm willing to help him because my job is try to get the athlete to get on the court, do what they need to do, and reduce and prevent injuries.
Oh, all right, cool. So then, give them your your social media, Instagram, so they can follow you, check you out.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you're going to start DM me, I'm gonna open up a website and also an app. But for the meantime, I'm at Marco A Nunez 17. Go follow me, shoot me a DM, ask me any questions, type of thing. I want to kind of get this started. So if you guys have any injury-related questions, any injury prevention questions, any of your kids have any issues, injuries, strength and conditioning, nutrition, anything of that sort. So besides an athletic trainer, I'm also a strength and conditioning specialist, corrective exercise specialist. So anything that has to do with injury prevention in whatever sport, shoot me up, follow me, let me know, DM me, and hit me up with questions.
All right, hold on. Someone says, tell us a joke before you leave.
Tell you a joke before I leave. All right, I'm trying to find a politically correct joke. All
right, I got one. LeBron.
So you got one?
All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. All right, bro.
What the hell?
What else was I going to tell you? I think that's it, bro. All right, man. Hey, I'm going to throw this at you right now. Let's do, you got anything you can give away?
Oh, do I have anything? What do I give?
Hey, you guys want to do a giveaway? We'll do a giveaway with whoever's watching right now. Well, do you have something to give away?
I have stuff, but the question is, do I want to give it away?
Well, if you want to give it away, I'll tell you what. Why don't you have, if they go follow you right now, you do like a raffle or something. What do you think? All
right. If you guys go follow me, let me go take a picture or something, and maybe we'll do a raffle on that part. I'm sure I could. Oh, you know what? I know what I got. I think I have an actual towel from that 2009 championship that has like the 2009 NBA championships on it. I got to find it. I think it might be up in my attic. And that was from the actual locker room that was the guys were utilizing to wipe all it might still have a little bit of championship.
Kobe sweat?
I don't know about Kobe sweat, but I got to find it. But I think I might have it in my attic.
Okay, never mind. No more giveaway. Just send it to me, bro. All right, so make sure you guys go follow him. So we'll do a giveaway. So guys, make sure you guys follow Marco, and then you get Marco. You can pick a winner, and then I guess I'll let you take care of that.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Appreciate your time, sir. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, sounds good. Here. Take care, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Bye. Peace.